Hello and welcome, Bula, Nwaya, and welcome once again. This is Maple coming to you live from the comfort of my home. Tonight is a special night for me um, in my business journey. If you're watching me for the first time, I am originally from Fiji. Um, and I'm a registered nurse, still working full time, but I started my digital business. And today is Tuesday, Facts Tuesday. And so stay tuned because I have someone special to introduce to you tonight. She is the reason why I started this business. And I'm just grateful and thankful that she availed herself to be here and be a part of our Go Live tonight. And so, you know, like I said, it's really extra special because she is now my mentor coach and, with purpose, leadership, and she impacted so many lives, not just me, but many of us who have started the business through her inspiration and great leadership. And that is the great thing about it. I will save the rest of this and talk about it later as we chat throughout the night. But I'm just gonna say that I will welcome her here and she will introduce herself, and then we're just gonna I just have 4 questions for her tonight just to highlight our chat for tonight. And as you can see in the banner, it says from nurse to digital freedom. And so that is basically what we will be focusing on. For those of you who have been following me, stay tuned. And it is not only a leader she's not only a leader in the community, but also someone who embodies consistency, growth, and she helped so many of us, realize success is not luck. It's built through facts, systems, and your belief in yourself. And so, yes, I'm going to bring her on and welcome her here.
Hi.
Hi, Rachel. So this is Rachel, and I'll let her introduce herself as I have told you a little bit about her, and I'll let her say a little bit more about, um, yeah,
Thank you.
herself.
Thank you, Maper, for that for that great introduction about me. And yes, me too. I'm so lucky to meet you last year. So, anyways, my name is Rachel, and I am living here in California since 2002. I'm doing the business now for 4 years already. I am a wife, a mom of two beautiful kids, and I'm still working part time as a licensed vocational nurse in a home health agency office, and it's all because of this business. So I used to work full time, but 2 years doing this business, and I was able to quit from full time now part time.
Yay! So you've heard all that, So here's the thing. I wanna say that one thing that we often say in our community, um, facts over fear, from experience. What are the top, before I even ask this question, Rachel, I just want to really highlight on how I started this business, because you were the like I did say earlier, you were the reason I started. And being a nurse, and for me being a nurse as well, I did see that ad. And you talked about, having to switch from a full-time sorry from working 2 jobs full-time to now a part-time job, and you are just enjoying the business because you started it. And so you were just saying that family time, you had so much family time, you are now enjoying that tax write-off, and a lot more than that. And so tonight I want to say that she is the reason why I started this business, because I saw it. And even though I was scared, I believed in everything that she said, and what I did my research as well. And I started scared. And so, and with her guidance, even till this day, a year later, a year and 5 months later, I am really just thankful that, that ad popped up when I was scrolling through Facebook, and that's all I did before that. So now here we are as digital business owners. And so, what are the top three, facts that people should know before starting a digital business, and especially in the business that we are in, especially those who are skeptical and still unsure about this business?
Yeah. So this I remember when when Maper did her strategy call, she was so excited. She was so excited to start this business, but after like few weeks or few days, she said, "Oh, I think I'm gonna put on hold on the on this business because her family is against it." And yes, we get a lot of those inquiries. I think Maper also is getting a lot of like, oh, is this a scam? Maybe it's a scam, something like that. So you always need to investigate, right? If you see something in your Facebook or in some online video that you see, you need to investigate, right? I know a lot of things are going on online, but don't stop from there. Because if you are searching for sure. Maybe is searching. That's why she clicked on my ad, right? Because up until now, if your 9 to 5 is not giving you the things that you've been dreaming for your family, I think Maper and I were both immigrants, right? We want to
Mhm.
talk to people who are immigrants who are busy working 1 to 3 jobs, but still, you are still living paycheck to paycheck. This is the business opportunity that we want to offer you guys, but it's not an overnight success, right? But if you're saying that you're too busy, you cannot do it, here we are. We are also busy, right? Maper is still
Mhm.
working full time. I was working full time before I started this business, but there is an automated system. There are a lot of benefits that you could benefit from this business. There are features that you could uh, experience. Like first, we have an automated system who will run the business for you while you are busy working, while you are even sleeping, the business is running for you. It's very flexible, meaning even if you are during your break time, even if you are in your vacation, you only need your cell phone and your laptop as long as you have an internet connection, right? And what else? And the tax benefits,
Mhm.
right? The tax benefits itself, you will really enjoy it as a legit business owner. That's what our employers are enjoying. We and you too can enjoy this the tax benefits while you are doing this business.
Wow. So you've heard that these are the three things that you probably have heard me say this before, but I wanted you to hear it from someone who led me to this business. And I must say that I was not looking for a business, but because of what she said in her ad, because of what she said that really resonated with my story. I was looking, 13 years I worked without a retirement benefit, and I was looking for a way, prayed about it, and her ad popped up. And so, when these things happen, it is meant to be. So just like you are watching us tonight, looking for or hoping for a change, maybe this is it. And so going on to the next question here. um, we all know success doesn't happen overnight. What key mindsets helped you move from doubt to confidence, and how can new business owners build the same belief early on, as we start?
Mhm. Yeah, if you are gonna start this kind of business, you really need to have a positive mindset, and you really need to think or treat this business as another job. Meaning, it's not because it's a business you're not gonna focus on it. You need to invest your time because some people they think like if they started it, they're not gonna invest time anymore. No, because it's the same thing as our job, right? When we are during our probationary period, we need to learn our whatever is our responsibilities in our job, right? So here you need to learn the ins and outs of your business. You need to be skilled in your own business. And once you are already skilled, your mission here is to help people. Once you are helping more people, then you will never notice that you are earning already, right, Maper? So that's the beauty
Mm-hmm.
of this business. Nurses, we love to help our patients. But in return, it's if you are going to work more hours, then you pay your taxes. But here, if you're going to work or help more people to start this business, you earn more, plus you are enjoying the tax benefits, right? And then you need to be coachable. Okay, you need to be coachable because your mentor and your coaches are already experienced. They have a lot of things that they will uh, train or teach you because they've been there, they experience it. Whatever you learn from a different business, you need to let that go and listen to your mentors and coaches, right? And then also what else? Consistency, right?
Yeah.
That is the key. That's the reason why for me, that's the formula. That the reason why I am successful right now, and also Maper. You see Maper, she's one of my business partners in our team who is very consistent. Very consistent. You know what? When I started doing my lives, I did it after 8 months when I was in the business already. After 8 months. Now I am teaching my business partners in my team. As I've told you, you need to listen to your coaches, right? Because I'm teaching you the things that I did not apply to my business. So that's why Maper is so successful because she's listening to me. And I told her, you know what, you're good, your voice, when you do your lives, people are gonna listen to you. So being coachable and being consistent, that's the key. That's the formula. Being consistent, showing up to your business. That will be your key to you being a successful business owner in this business.
Thank you, Rachel. I really do attest to that because um, I had to learn, even if I've worked like 29 years in the plus years in the nursing career, and of course we are experienced in our own field, but having to start this digital business is totally something new. I never had an experience. I never, had a business experience for that matter. I only had basic computer skills. I only I don't have a business degree. Neither do we, but I had to learn, and because of that, I needed um, to be able to teach myself as well as the guidance from Rachel and many others in the digital business. And so, when coming from a profession to learning something new, it can be very intimidating. But that, like she said, you have to be coachable. You really have to learn the basics, and everybody starts at the same level. And so we all grow differently. And as for me, I did take that challenge to do these go lives, I think September of last year, and I'm still on it. And I think this is going to be a continuous thing. And I'm just grateful that, ever since I started, I decided, okay, maybe I should bring somebody in to, share with. And I did start already, but I'm thankful that Rachel, she is very busy in the business as well. That is how amazing it is. As you grow, you get to coach more people, families to do the same, and it just keeps getting better and better every time. So so here's the thing. The next question here is, one fact I love to share is that we don't do this alone. And I did mention a little bit of that earlier. We have that mentorship, the training, and the automation. She already did mention that. But could you share, how our system helps people with no prior experience, and I did, even though I said a little bit, but I want to hear it from you, the experience, that creates the real results.
Mhm. Yeah, as for me also, I don't have any online business background, and also I'm not a tech savvy until up until now, not a tech savvy at all. But if you are really willing to learn, I forgot to say that you need to be willing to learn anything that you want to achieve in life, right? But this one, you will have a video based training, right? That video based training is very like short video clips that you could watch it many times. There's no extra fee on that one, right? It's 24/7 accessible to you. So you are the owner of your own business. So you could schedule your own time in your training site. If you have any questions, you will have your mentor, your coach, and even our community. How many are we already in our community? 266,000 plus global. That means 24/7. Anybody is ready to help you. So you own your own business, but help is always available. So that's what we love about our business, right? It's you really don't need to have a business background. Plus, we have a lot of groups that you could attend, right? If you are not good in like in warm market or in Canva or something like that, there is always a group ready to help you. And our upgraded video based training, right? They are every day. We are pampered already starting this year. Every day you have session that you could attend, different topics, and also different language, right? If you
Mhm.
are not good in English, we have Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, Arabic, name it. So there's no excuse already. So what else? What else can we say about that? If you're not a tech savvy, it's help is always available,
Mhm.
right? So I think for me that's the thing, that even if you don't have any experience, you will still be successful as long
Mhm.
as you are willing to learn.
Yep. Yes, I think you did cover that well because even if you're not tech savvy and you already have a phone and you have a Facebook account or YouTube or TikTok, you already have the basics of all those things. And this business requires like you need to be able to have access to all these platforms. And it's up to you to choose which platform because it's there for you and you choose it, and which one works for you and how you can apply it in your business. So it's always a give and take thing. You learn, you share it, and it becomes a ripple effect. And just like how she shared what is successful for her, and then we just continued with that, and it becomes a ripple effect. And that is how we are helping people do the same. And so for the last question here, and I know for those of you who are really sitting on the fence, you may have heard me many times, or if you have been following Rachel or anyone for that matter who is in the business and you're still sitting in the fence, maybe you've been following us and haven't taken action yet. What's one truth or advice you'd want them to remember about saying yes to this opportunity?
Yes. You know what? If you, for me, the reason why I want to share the two reasons why I said yes to this business 4 years ago. First is there's no selling. There's no selling because I don't want to
Mhm.
sell. I'm not good in selling, right? Second is we don't need to recruit. We don't need to bug our friends and families. Up until now, I don't do it. But if but you can share this business, especially the benefits that you know that your family can benefit from that. But for me, up until now, but what if I also message my friends and families, right? For sure I'm gonna be earning more than what I am earning right now. But yes, if you're 9 to 5 right now, I'm calling out immigrants, working parents who left their comfortable life back home to support, to send extra help back home. But up until now, you cannot send even just $100. I know it because I was in your situation before. Although my family, my dad before is not asking, but the feeling of you could send out, just for a gift, I cannot even send out because our bank account is negative before I started this business. So if you are those people that I'm calling out right now, this is the best business opportunity for you to start. It's not yet late. You still have 2 months, 2 months before the 2025 ends. Start this one, message Maper. All you need is your email address and your name. Watch the complimentary webinar. We already have 20 minutes of the recorded webinar. So there's no excuse that you are busy. We always adjust for you so that you could reach your dreams for your family. It's only 20 minutes. And then after that, do not decide. You decide. This is how I also told Maper when she inquired, do not decide after watching the complimentary webinar. Why? Because that's too short of a time for us to explain everything, right? You need to do the second step. That second step, it's refundable. You're not taking a risk, but at least you will learn all the details about this business. And then after that, if you think that this is not the business that you've been looking for, no questions asked, you could just tell Maper, I don't want to do this business. At least you learned everything. But, that's how we are so confident that you will not refund, because first and foremost, you will enjoy the tax benefits. I know Maper, her first time to do the tax write off or refund, she experienced it. She used to pay taxes, but this year, 2024 tax, she filed, I think, March. She
Mhm.
got 5 figures, right? So even me, we're not paying taxes, but our tax refund became higher, 5 figures. Why? Because we are a legit business owner. So what are you waiting for, right? You're not gonna take a risk. Just message Maper, register to her website, and then enjoy the business. If you love to help people, then this is the business for you. Back to you, Maper.
Thank you, Rachel. So yes, and I just want to add a little bit more to that. You don't have to. It's not an overnight get rich, right? To confirm with us, because yes, you'll build it, but you don't expect to start today and you start earning. Is right away. You have to build it, and with all the learning and being teachable, and and the more you are consistent, you start to grow and build. And so very powerful. I think you really covered well, and I hope that our viewers are gaining something out of this go live. Thank you for pouring into us tonight for such wisdom and truths, because this is Facts Tuesday, and these are the truths of the business. And for all our viewers today, whether you're an immigrant, whether you're a hardworking parent, or nurses like ourselves, and you're thinking like, sometimes we are trading money with time with money. And yes, you get to do overtime, but then it's like your time away from home. And I've done so many hours of overtime being away from home, and raising my kids. And I realized even at this point that um, it was never too late for me to start. And so if you're at that point where you are looking for it, Rachel has shared that you can always message, and I can send you the link the link to access it. And so when you combine your faith and belief in mentorship and action, success becomes possible, and anyone willing to learn, and show up, it becomes possible, because then it becomes a ripple effect. You will realize that you are not just helping yourself, we are not just helping ourselves, but many more people, many and many more people to live their best lives. So if you're ready to start your journey, message me, inform me, and I will give you the rest of the details. So, as we come to the end of this go live or this chat, I'm just grateful and thankful once again to Rachel, and for our viewers tonight. Thank you for having the time to listen to us, and for those of you who will be watching the replay, you can reach out as well. So until next time, keep believing, keep learning, keep growing, and happy Facts Tuesday. Thank you all for being here.
Thank
We'll see you
you.
next time.
Bye.